right, going live. Always fun, this little moment, a few seconds when you're waiting for going live. Okay, so I believe I am live. All right, I'm going to share real quick inside of our Friends and Health Facebook group. Okay, I see myself. Yes. Okay, share to a group. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, I am sharing inside of Friends and Health Facebook group. Change your story. Okay. And wherever else we would like to share, let's do that. I might share inside of our Friends in Health for Shackley members as well. And if you're watching, go ahead and share wherever you feel that this will be beneficial for people in your life and in your business. All right. Well, before we start, go ahead and type in if you're watching live or in recording. I believe I will be able to see the comments. Oh, look at, okay, now I see the comments. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Stephanie. Hello, Bob. Well, thank you so much. Before I even knew that you're joining, thank you for joining. Some reason I cannot hear you. I wonder, Bob, can you hear me? Let me double check the sound. My sound is okay, so I am not sure. Happy to be watching, clarifying, check your sound settings. Yes, mine should work just all right. Well, before we start, go ahead and type in where you're watching from. And you're watching live or you're watching recording. Some of you watching live, so I know you are, but if you're in recording, go ahead and type in #replay. I'm always going back and reading all the comments and everything that everyone is saying. So really fascinating to see the conversation on the topic. Sound is good. Okay, thank you. Awesome. My name is Nadya. Thank you very much for joining. I'm certified health, life, and fitness coach, and I help men and women in their 50s to lose stubborn 20 pounds so they can finally fit in clothes they want to fit and keep it this way through a transformational lifestyle and habit change. And I'm also a passionate advocate of Shackley products beyond organic quality for your everyday use for health and wellness. And if you like topics like this, today we're going to talk about change your story. Feel free to also subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Natural Power 100. If you click little bell on the right, when the video is uploaded, you will also receive instant notification and you can watch it at your convenience. Also, if you feel that you need daily motivation and inspiration in your wellness journey, maybe you know someone who needs that, feel free to join our Friends and Health Facebook group for daily motivation and inspiration. All right. Also, you can sign up for my newsletter through nadyatash.com/newsletter. Well, and again, I will post all these links underneath, so don't worry. All right, folks. Well, let's start the conversation. Change your story. I wonder if you are kind of have an idea of what we're going to talk about. Go ahead and type in maybe a keyword that you can think of. What will be the topic? Well, for me, it comes to mind personal development. You're right. It will be about personal development. We are all talking about the realm of health and wellness. And this topic actually came to me because it's probably the most often that I always we hear on everyday cases, whether it's working at the gym, hearing people's goals and stories, or in just everyday life, even listening to my own children and my own mind. There's always a story. Maybe my connection. Okay, so yes, might be the connection where you are, Stephanie. All right. Blueprint of my life. All right, and so let's step back and look at where you are right now. So there are several areas of life. If you've done personal development for a while, you can probably guess some major areas of our life are finances, health, family, relationships, spirituality. So what else did I miss? So those are the major areas that some way or another we engage in an everyday life. And go ahead and look at your life and think of, okay, how am I doing? Maybe on the scale from 1 to 5, where 1 is non-existent or 0 non-existent, and 5 is it's the best, it's amazing. Go ahead and scale yourself. How are you doing in those areas of your life? And if I ask you why, you'll probably have an answer, like a story why this particular area is doing good or not so good. What I'm aiming at is behind your why, there is that story that actually it occurs to us as the truth for life. But it's actually the creation, it's the cognitive creation of our idea how the life in this area should be or should not be, based on our past experiences, starting with our childhood. So if you've had enough conversations with me, you probably heard this idea that back from the past, back from the childhood, all the experiences, everything we have done so far up to this moment really have built us to the point we are the way we are. Because the mind is the collection of all the experiences. All these neurons are firing at the particular time of the day where you recall certain experiences. You bring the past back to the present and sometimes put it towards the future. So let's look at areas of your life. So those areas of the life that I mentioned, let me repeat them again. I said finances, health. Go ahead and rate yourself from 1 to 5, where 1 is really bad and 5 is really amazing. Finances, health, family, relationship. I will add there relationship, let's do friendship, and relationship, romance. Spirituality. If I missed any area, go ahead and write it in and rate yourself. So based on our past experiences, we have an idea of how these particular areas of life should be. And we call it a blueprint. Bob, you mentioned blueprint of life. So it's a blueprint, or it's a cognitive image or cognitive picture that we have created how the life in that particular area should be. I'll give you an example. So in my life, the personal family blueprint is supposed to be this way. You find a reliable person. You may fall in love if you need to. Get married, have children, stay home, cook, take care of the children, be a mother. So this is the blueprint that is still sitting in pretty much my subconscious, that if I'm not aware that this was created in my subconsciousness, that's how I live into it. So if my area of life that is currently happening is not matching the blueprint of how it should be, I'm probably not happy. I feel stuck. I feel frustrated. I feel angry, whatever is there, right? Some negative emotion. If the area of your life is matching that you're having right now, matching your blueprint, you feel pretty happy, isn't it? So go ahead and look at areas of life and see which area you're really not happy about, like the lowest number. Maybe choose 1 or 2, which area you're not happy about. If you like, you can type it in the comments. If you don't like, no worries. I know it's very personal. So my next question to you is why? Just whatever comes to your mind as an answer is the right answer. There's really no right or wrong answer. Whatever is there is the truth for you. Why is that? Well, because I was taught this way. That's how I know, because that's what I was told. That's how my mom was. That's what I pretty much know. So what is the area that is not working, where you're really frustrated, you're really not happy about? And if I ask you a question, why is that area not working for you? I can't lose this 20 pounds. I go in a yo-yo cycle all the time. I ask you why. Your answer probably will come somewhat in the realm of resources. I don't have enough time to go to the gym. I don't have enough money to buy organics. I don't have enough resources, such as maybe people to help me with accountability, to train me how to cook meals for me. So there is all these resources, time, money, people, technology that becomes into your reason why. So you have a story why this area is this way. So let's switch gears a little bit and talk on, for me it occurs as a smaller scale, but still very important, is it is a blueprint of who I am. So here is my life and my areas of life and who I am. There is also a story of who I am. My point of view, how I am, blueprint of who I am. So yesterday when I was preparing for this webinar was an amazing example of a successful woman, very famous woman. Here was her story. You are only worthy as you are successful. You're only worthy as you are successful. Guess what she did in life? She was making lots of money. So make lots of money and show that you're worthy. So nobody, let's just hide it and nobody finds out that you're not worthy. So let's make a lot of money because that's occurs to her. You're only worthy as you're successful. Or in my case, don't resonate with that much anymore. Maybe once in a while is you're not good enough. So what happened to me at school, I was an A student. I read War and Peace. In 2 weeks, I was the star of the class. So nobody will find out that I'm not good enough. Now I'm laughing thinking about it. Still comes in on and off. If you notice sometimes when people give you compliments, so they acknowledge you for a good job, well done job, and what comes back in your mind as a response, not a big deal. We are downgrading ourselves after hearing the compliment. Does it happen to you? If you resonate with that, that's the story of not good enough. I catch myself so often when I hear an acknowledgement towards me. I lured myself to stop and listen to an acknowledgement, let my thought pass by, whatever they're saying is not true. Let it pass by and actually thank the person for acknowledging. But that's the subconscious story of not good enough that is so pervasive that if we're not aware, it occurs to us as the truth. So I wonder, hello Sharon, hello Yvette. I wonder if you can think of what's there in your background. Is there a particular story that you're saying to yourself? I'm not good enough. So let's try to be good in some areas so people don't find out. I'm only worthy as I'm successful. So let's make a lot of money. The story, my children are so misbehaving. Or the story of I hate my body. I will never lose that weight. Whatever comes in your life, just think about it. You don't have to put it in the comments. If you like, do that. I will appreciate it, but at least write it down in your journal. Consider that all these stories, from the very daily, what comes to your mind, to big areas of life. We talked about finances, health, relationships, spiritual life. They all came from your past experiences, from your childhood, everything that happened to you in the past, because that's how your brain created all these patterns, and they're sitting in your mind and your brain. So you created that cognitive vision of how your life should be, or how you should be, or the areas of life should be. So it's the blueprint of your life. And if the life, certain areas of your life fit that blueprint, you feel happy, you feel amazing. And if they don't fit your blueprint, you kind of feel stuck, frustrated, and mad, isn't it? So if you're hearing what I'm saying, if you're following what I'm saying, go ahead and type "hear you." So I know you're resonating with that. Okay, if you have any questions, if you're not clear, go ahead and type your question. I'll do my best to address it. Let's go back to the area of life that is not working, the area of life that is really sitting so down below. You remember I asked you why? And the answer was because I don't have this, that, either time, money, people, technology, all the resources. So we're creating that story. The story that is created is the story that protects us from moving forward. It's that story that keeps us stuck. So if you don't like that story, if you don't like how the area of life is, and the story was created anyway, who created it? So if I created it, I can change it. What if I change my story to the story that actually inspires me, motivates me, something that I'm looking forward, that helps me strive to be a better person and really inspires me to move forward. Wake up every morning, being excited about moving forward, being on the journey. Let's create the story that is empowering story. How do I do that? It's easier to say than done. Well, create a blueprint of your ideal area of life. So if the health is not there, you've got a journal in front of you. Go ahead and write down, how would it look like when it's number 5, when it's working, when it's the area where you're happy, that fits how you want to be. The more precise you write it down, like pretty much your ideal day where your health is at number 5. I want to say number 10, seems to be better in terms of from 1 to 10. So write it down, write down a new blueprint. Sometimes it feels like easier to say than done. How do I need some motivation? You know, the best way to be motivated is to find something that you're really hungry about, or someone you want to fight for. create the condition, create the goal. We call it magnificent obsession. You may not know yet how to get there, but you're going to do whatever it takes to get there. So something that you're really hungry to get there, it will keep you motivated. Or find someone to fight for. Have you noticed how much we can do for others than we do for ourselves? I want to bring an example of children. We do so much for our children that we sacrifice quite often ourselves, isn't it? Create a new blueprint of your life. How about a vision board? Maybe you just want to focus on one area of life and create a vision board that is devoted to one area of life, my health. How does it look like when I am at number 5/10? Create that vision. Live into it. How? Create a plan. Create a plan how to get there. Steps, step by step. In health realm, if you really ask yourself authentically, what shall I do today to start getting me there where I want to be? You instantly will have an answer. You sit quiet and you really ask yourself, what I need to do today to lose 20 pounds, to run that 5K. Have a better meal this lunch. No matter what, whoever puts in front of me, I'm going to have healthy choice, even if I have to cook for myself. That's my answer. We usually know what to do, right? We just don't do it. So you know what to do, but you don't do what you know. Here's how to. After you have your new blueprint, vision board, plan, change your story that is you live in every day. Change your state. For example, I cognitively make a decision. If somebody gives me a compliment, I will wait for whatever thought comes in, and I will change the story. You're not good enough to really taking it all in, saying, I choose to believe this and acknowledge the person. I choose to feel good and eat better or eat well this lunch. I choose to smile. It's not the conditions of life. They are the way they are. It's the story that I'm bringing in my emotional state. I may feel tired. Maybe I haven't slept enough, but I choose to live this day to my best. I create a story that I'm going to be my best every moment. I'm creating a story that despite my tiredness, I'm going to be so happy to see this person and smile for this person and be for that person. I'm creating a story that the person is excited to see me as well. I'm creating a story that we're going to have an amazing session and the person will be thankful for the rest of his or her life. And in fact, I just received a text message right before our live. Somebody was thanking me for the patience, for a hug this afternoon, for who I am. And I'm going to take it all in and choose the story that this is the truth. I'm going to repeat this story for me that empowers me and inspires me every moment of life. Every moment, because it's really what you only have. Past is in the past, future is in the future. The only we have moment by moment by moment. I'm choosing to create the story that I like, that takes me there where I want to be every single moment of life. The more I do it, the more I train that muscle, the more I become aware. It may not become easier, but it will be more, I will be more aware and present to what's happening in my own emotional story creation. Which story am I choosing? I'm not good enough, I'm tired, everything is not working. Or I'm choosing the story, whatever is conditioned, despite the condition and my old blueprint, I'm choosing this and I'm living into it and I'm behaving into it and I'm staying into it. That's who I am now. It becomes your habit when you do it over and over and over and over and over again. I have it on my phone as an alarm 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, evening, 3 magic words that I'm living into every time. Inspiring, competitive, powerful. Can never remember them because I also have another 2 alarms. One of them is effective, 1 time a day. It's my own reminder. If for some reason I forget, I've got 3 times that I'm reminding myself, and I do not turn that alarm until I take a moment to soak it in, usually in my breath, create the consciousness of those words for myself, take them all in, good to go, dismiss for another few hours. All right, folks. This conversation may take a very long time, but this is it. That's what I've got. If you don't like your story, change it. If you don't like certain areas of your life, that's just the blueprint that has been created from your past, from your childhood. Look at it, say thank you very much. It served me for all these years, but I'm creating my new blueprint, the one that inspires me, empowers me, that I want to live into every day. Write it down, create your vision board. Make sure you've got a strategy, you've got a plan how to get there. And do it every day, every moment. Listen to the story that inspires and empowers you. You are creator of your story. Don't like it? Change it. Can't remember it? Put it as an alarm on your phone. Get a compliment from the people? Take it all in, take a pause, and think. Before you go, please leave me some comments. What is the moment that is the most important to you? Something that maybe you appreciated from this conversation. I did not read even your notes while speaking. I got so into my own conversation. So awesome, great tapping, alter my story. Definitely. Don't like your story, change it. Change it to something that you like, because it's really up to you. All right, folks. Well, if you like topics like this, bring someone you can think of who really needs some daily inspiration and motivation. Invite them to Friends in Health Facebook group, free, non-promotional YouTube channel, The Natural Power 100, newsletter, Nadya Touch /newsletter. Also, if you know someone who would like to work with me for 3 months, I've got 90-day transformational program. That's where we really work on the lifestyle and habit change. And also, we are starting once a month a 30-day Prove It challenge, which is nutritional foundation for your body, where you feel great in 30 days or your money back. Who doesn't want that? Nutritional foundation really helps your physical body to fulfill all the nutritional gaps, so your body has that natural ability to live healthier and heal itself. Thank you very much. Change your story, change your life. Great job. Very valuable reminder. Thank you very much. I appreciate all your comments, and I will see you in the community. Before you go, leave me more comments if you like. I'll see you next week.